Tonight's episode is brought to you by the Be Real Podcast Network. For more episodes like this, go to BREELnetwork.com. Enjoy the show.
Fatality.
Hello and welcome to the 1,617 million whatever episode of Movie Guys podcast. Tonight we're talking about Allied. This is Jordan along with Eric and Ed. How you guys doing this evening?
Not too bad, not too bad. I didn't realize we did that many shows.
Yeah,
I guess I've been absent for a few.
Time flies when you're having fun, man.
I guess so, because it's going to be our year soon. I'm excited for this. It's going to be our year already. I cannot believe that.
Could be a good time.
Ed, do you remember our first review?
Duh, Star Wars.
No. Eric, do you remember
Oh,
our
that's
first
right.
review?
That was the unofficial first one. We did one before that. I forgot.
Yeah, we did. Eric, do you remember what it was?
Wasn't it was it a horror movie? It wasn't a new movie, right? It was a
newish movie. It was Howl. It was Werewolves on a Train.
That was the first one. Was that? Was that our first official one? No, because we talked about it beforehand. Oh wait, and that's right. We talked shit about the movie so hard that the director didn't end up coming on, right?
Yeah, we ruined it for ourselves.
Yeah, I went on Twitter and I said, "Yeah, we're gonna review a movie. We want to interview you." He's like, "Okay," and then
This movie sucked.
this movie sucked, and he was like, "Fuck
dog
you guys."
shit. The director, come on our show. Get him out here.
Note to selves: do not shit on movie before interviewing director, only after.
Yeah.
But yes, our first official review was Star Wars. But yes, our year's almost coming up, and we got some big surprises for that later on. But tonight we're talking about Allied. This movie has tanked in the box office, like all Oscar bait pretty much is.
Yeah, that really is a thing, right? Like Oscar, does that piss you guys off? That like usually the Oscar nominated movies usually tend to not do well.
No,
Well, it's because it's all politics. Like Oscar movies are political. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, they very much are.
the good movies, the great movies, don't get nominated because, well, I mean, some of them do. Some of them are pretty good. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the ones that aren't good, but it's all about politics for the Oscars.
Yeah.
no, it is. It definitely is. I mean, I'm not bothered by it though, because it's not what the general audience wants to see. And where do they make their money? Or when they make the announcements of these are the movies that are nominated.
Yeah,
As
well-
my wife and I do. When they were like Tom Hanks and not Sully, but the movie Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
When my wife and I got the Oscar list of that being nominated, we were like, we're gonna go see this movie and see why it's good. So, and we spent money to go see it on the Red Box. So,
And there are there are groups Oscar groups that they're just like, okay, well, we have to go see all the nominated movies, and then we can, talk about it and have our own we can be in the know.
Absolutely. I mean, but Allied was made for 83 million, and it's only grossed 53 so far.
53.
53 mil so far.
Where are you reading that at? I'm seeing opening weekend was like at 13.
Okay, I'll
it's-
pull up
and it's
Wikipedia
world-
then,
and
because
it's
I
world. Well, no, you might be more accurate than mine, but I'm seeing that it didn't even cross that. It's not even halfway. Yeah.
Yeah, it says here on Wikipedia that it was made for 85 million, and the box office has been 53.7 million.
I wonder if Robert Zemeckis just went onto Wikipedia and would just like edit. Actually, we made 50-something million.
Well, here's the thing about Robert Zemeckis. He has an interesting career. He made 4 good movies in my opinion, and other than that, it's just been shit.
Are you referring to the Back to the Future series? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about Back to the Future 1 and 2. I'm talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Forrest Gump.
Amazing.
Yeah, fantastic.
Flight was good. Didn't he direct that or something?
Yeah, I like Contact as well. I'm looking at his. I have his thing right here too. I Castaway was all right. Polar
Castaway
Express
was
was
okay.
fucking weird as shit. So was Beowulf.
Now, Beowulf was terrible.
You know what? Though? Actually, right there is a Polar Express and Beowulf. He was just like, you know what? I like computers too.
Yeah.
Castaway, we're forgetting. That was great.
No, I just said that, but yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Romancing
my
the
bad.
Stone, used cars. Come on.
I mean, this guy's resume is very hit and miss. Now he's just a director for hire. He made his trilogy. He made his Back to the Future trilogy. What else he has to do? He made Forrest Gump. He's done. People shit on Forrest Gump all the time, but hell, I went out and bought it on Blu-ray in the $5 bin
Why
at
would
Walmart
they shit on
yesterday.
Forrest Gump? If anything, they should shit on Benjamin Button for doing the exact same thing.
Just backwards.
Well,
Yes.
because it's David Fincher, and you do not shit on David Fincher, sir.
Sure.
That's why. So, I think the reason why this movie tanked is because to kind of give everybody the behind the scenes of what goes on at Movie Guys podcast, I do the scheduling. You know, hey, these are the movies that are coming out. What do you guys want to do? And we cherry pick and we set the dates. I didn't know this movie was coming out until 2 weeks ago. There was no advertisements, nothing on Facebook. There was nothing on TV. I didn't see any effort for a Brad Pitt World War II movie. This was not marketed at all.
No, they save a lot of the PR money for the Hollywood schmooze money, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean the only times I remember seeing trailers for it, to be honest, is when we went to other movies in the past couple of months. I saw previews for it.
Wow.
But
I
other
never
than that,
remember
nothing.
seeing it. No, I mean, like there was nothing. I'm seeing more trailers for the upcoming Will Smith drama than I have of
But
this.
yeah, that's just like 'tis the season here. I mean, where all these movies right now, because it's coming up. Like look at the other movies that are probably going to be Oscar contenders too. That really didn't get all the PR. Rules Don't Apply, Nocturnal Animals, Allied, of course, and Hacksaw Ridge. Like these are getting like small little like blips and stuff like that. But the big ones, it's holiday movies. Everyone's going to go see Moana, or Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, or Doctor Strange, or Trolls. They're gonna go see those movies, or Almost Christmas, which is another black comedy. It looks like Edge of
Or they're like
Seventeen.
me and
Never
they're
heard of
saving
that.
up to go see Star Wars 10 times.
Yeah,
Or,
I mean,
or
so
they're
like,
going to see Office Christmas Party.
but like
Ugh.
these, yeah, exactly, which is opens up this week. But these are like movies that, yeah, exactly. So these are all like it's Christmas. People want lighthearted. That's what sells. Something like that. So something like Manchester by the Sea with Casey Affleck, which probably be another contender for another in the running at least. No one's gonna hear about that. No one's gonna shit about that one.
Not Ed, Eric, can you do me a favor? Because I want to see, because I have a theory here. Can you look up on Wikipedia Hacksaw Ridge? What was the budget and how much they made in the box office? This is a legitimate point if I'm right on this. I'm curious.
Hacksaw Ridge. I'll do gross.
Because I'm starting to think of something here, and I'm not going to show my hand until I get the numbers, because I have a thought. Uh-oh. Jordan has a thought.
Looks like it's made 71.6 thus far, and its budget was 40.
Yep.
Okay. So it's made 71. It's made more money than Allied, and budget was half of Allied. And it was more of an action film than Allied, I would say.
Sure.
So this is my
sure
theory.
it was.
This is my theory. People don't care about Brad Pitt anymore. I think his star starting to.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, but I mean, everybody wants to go see the young hot stars, and right now, that is Andrew Garfield. He just came off with Spider-Man, which was a big success. The past 2 movies, he's not playing Spider-Man anymore. This is his first movie since Spider-Man that I can think of, and everybody wants to go see this. I mean, think about it. Think about the marketing real quick. You got a World War II movie starring a young, hot, up-and-coming actor, Andrew Garfield, about how he doesn't want to shoot guns in a country that just elected Trump. And it's made more money than a Brad Pitt drama, mystery, spy World War II movie. Now you would think the Brad Pitt movie would be more successful.
Time out. No. I see where you're going with this, but a few things. One, Hacksaw Ridge was Mel Gibson's return, quote unquote, or his return to directing after calling all the Jews money grubbing, whatever the hell, and it's called his daughter and ex girlfriend all whores and pigs and shit like that. But the other part is that made rounds, a lot of rounds, and that was getting a buzz well before it hit theaters. It had film festivals and Cannes, Hacksaw Ridge, that is. The other part too is that this movie, Allied, I think people were just like, oh, it's Brad Pitt doing another Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Because
yeah, that's a possibility.
It's basically what it is. They're just like, hey, what if we made Mr. and Mrs. Smith into a wartime drama instead? And that's basically what it. I mean, there's a lot of similarities between the two.
Is this the movie where him and Angelina Jolie divorced on too?
Yeah, actually, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So he's repeating what he did 11 years ago, because in 2004, 2005, when he made Mr. and Mrs. Smith, he divorced Jennifer Aniston and started hooking up with Angelina Jolie. Is he going to hook up with his co-star here?
It's hard to pronounce her name. I can't. Marianne Cotillard.
Mm-hmm.
Cotillard.
Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce it.
I'm
So
not
I'm gonna try. I'll butcher it.
But yeah, Academy Award winner. But no, I doubt that. I think she has more Oscars than him, but I think that she does. I think she's like married with kids though.
Ladies, if this theory
That's
is
never
true,
stopped Hollywood people.
think about this, ladies.
Obviously.
For the next 11 years, go after Brad Pitt. For the next 11 years, you're going to adopt a bunch of children. You're going to be on the cover of every magazine. They're going to splice your names together, like K-Stew or whatever.
Well, let's let's get into the movie.
It'd be Bradion.
Yeah, Bradion. Yeah, let's get into the movie. So, World War II, he's a Canadian what? Because I was shocked he was Canadian, but he's a Canadian what now?
He's a spy.
He's a spy, man.
I know, but they called it something else though. Fuck, what do they call it?
Wing Commander?
Well, he was like a pilot that whenever the spy agency would call on him, he would have to go.
Okay, yeah, he was a Canadian intelligence officer. Max. Max is his name. Okay, so Brad Pitt is playing Max. Was I the only douchebag in the theater? As soon as he went to Casablanca, I was like, "Are they remaking Casablanca?"
Well, I had a talker in the theater, guys. So everything that you're thinking, like the dumbest things possible, this guy literally said and ruined it for everybody.
Oh
Did he really?
Yeah, like the type of people who do that. It's like the people who think they're smarter than everybody. They're pointing out the obvious. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh, look, this," but he's pointing it out, and it's obvious, and it's like, it's either obvious or you're wrong, and he's just an idiot. I hate it. I hated my experience, but he pointed that out. That he had said, "Is it Casablanca really? We're gonna fucking make Casablanca again?" Is what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dumb. Sorry,
you know what?
sorry they had to go through that. Was it Jordan sitting behind you?
It was.
Nice. All the way down in Pennsylvania.
You drove over there just to make your theater going experience that much more shittier.
Yes, I am the new Kyle's dad.
I must
troll.
ruin Ed's movie going experience.
Eric, I agree with you that this is kind of like Mr. and Mr. Smith, but this is also kind of like Casablanca in a way too. Not just because it's in Casablanca, but it kind of follows the same story arc a little bit. It's not on the nose like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but it's pretty damn close, right?
So it starts off, yeah. The movie starts off right off the bat with mission start, and Brad Pitt pair jumps in, and already we're going. Here's the information. Here's your passports. Here's the suit. You meet this person here. She's your wife. and they're off and running. And the mission's going. Their objective is clear: kill these people at this time. And it was a pretty good spy movie to that part. I enjoyed it very much. And the two
Yes.
characters on the mission, because of how how top secret this is, how highly dangerous it is too. With their lives, they end up kind of falling in love and getting married, and they're just like, you know what, we shared something. Let's go and get married instead. By the way, that lovemaking scene in the car during the sandstorm, I about just whipped it out right there, boys.
That was good. It was a great scene. That was probably the best scene in the whole movie.
I was like, this is getting
Is this
real
fun?
hot and heavy, man. This is like getting back to the Cinemax days, Red Shoe Diaries. This is like some hot, hot softcore porn here.
Yeah, well, where's David Duchovny when you need him?
This is fantastic. I was like, damn.
Nice.
I mean, don't you think it
Um,
was actually very well done? I mean, like the sound, actually, the engineer on that, because the more intense, the more vigorous that the passion got, the more sand would blow into their car.
That's not all that was blowing.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes.
As you can tell, I barely even look at ratings anymore because I'm a 30-year-old man. But was this R?
Yeah.
Okay.
More than
Does
they
it-
they already had more than 2 Fs, so it was like it's pretty easy
Okay,
to
so
say.
it was R. So they fall in love, and then they have they also have a daughter named Anna,
Yes.
and then
Mhm.
they decide to move back to London, and their lives are Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Everything is perfectly fine, but somebody, oh God, this special executive officer, whatever they call him.
Say it, man.
What's his name? But they call him like a special operations executive guy. What's his name?
From the Sector V? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. The guy who tells him that his wife is a spy. Now, did you guys actually think that she was a spy, or do you think this movie was going to fuck with you?
I actually thought it would sort of fuck with you for a little bit. Like you'd have, like the rest of the movie, you'd be sort of wondering if it were the case, which it ends up being that way. But I thought they would do more. You know, like he'd follow her or something. You know, or there'd be something going on that you'd see, and then they would take it away. You know, they tried that a little bit with like the dude with the fucking pipe.
Yeah, that was the first.
You know-
That was a trigger right there.
Yeah, but like they didn't do it well. Like it was tiny little spots, but he didn't like. It was just more like a, I'm gonna disprove it. I know it's true, but I'm gonna disprove it kind of thing. Versus him finding out.
Kind of making
Would
it
have
more
been
of
better
a
if
romantic
Brad
side of it.
Pitt was the spy.
You mean like he's the bad guy versus his wife?
Yeah,
You-
would have been better.
No. I will say this, because there were parts where I was just like, okay, I understand what it was going on. He's torn because he very much loves this woman, and it's nice that in this part, because you are suspicious of her, of what she said in the beginning, where she plays the part. She plays it very convincing. She uses real emotion. That way, it's real. And that's very convincing in that part. And it's nice to know that her love actually was very real. That part was real. Everything else is that she was just, as they said, kind of forced into it, pigeonholed into it. But
Sure.
his sister, plays by Lizzie Kaplan. I had originally thought, when he first told her about the blue dye operation, the plan to expose his wife to being a spy that they originally presented him to. When he first told her, I thought that she was going to be the leak.
Ah,
Kind of the never expected, kind of thrown off, or that her girlfriend would be the leak, you know. But the parts there would be like, well, they wouldn't have gotten the information that he would have wrote down after getting the phone call. You know, the actual blue dye ingredient
Mhm.
in the operation, the information that was set to be leaked. But that's what I thought, that it was going to be someone else other than her.
Yeah, I mean they were. I agree that I sort of felt like they would do something, but you know, can I just add this in here real quick because I'm just now thinking about it. Did either of you also think that Brad Pitt sucked in this movie? Like he's a really
No, I
good
don't think
actor. I thought he
Mm.
sucked.
Wasn't his greatest.
I mean, it wasn't his greatest, but I mean, he was not unbearable. I mean, it was just Brad Pitt doing a Brad Pitt role to me. I
I
didn't
mean,
think nothing of it.
he just felt dull to me, and he's like when I like World War Z. That movie's not that good of a movie, but he was really good in it. You believed it, and like the Ocean series, he's perfect in that. Those are his best roles. But like, uh, I just didn't feel him in this movie.
Yeah, you know what though? Like I could feel. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. I think that it's more challenging because a lot of it was accents. He doesn't do well with accents, and the other part was he doesn't. I mean, you can go back to the whole Snatch movie,
It's true.
and that's why he
Yeah.
played a pikey because he couldn't do any other accent.
That's
Uh,
true.
but a lot of it was nonverbal acting, a lot of facial emotions, a lot of just kind of a different type of acting,
Mm-hmm.
because you had to feel and play with the silence a bit more. When he first got the news, he had to come home awkward. He had to play a different character, so he was essentially playing two characters. One is the kind of the loving father that is in love with the girl, Marianne, and then the other one is the one who's his spy intuition. So it's difficult. We got a lot, but I understand the range wasn't all there. There should have been more to kind of express it a bit more. And
And
yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
what do you guys think about the that the that he overheard a conversation and they were saying that oh fuck me, sorry, train of thought. He overhears a conversation and he was thinking that maybe this whole thing could be a test because this is leading up to the events of D-Day. Did you guys like the fact that they brought in D-Day, one, and then two, would you have gone with it if this whole thing could have actually been a test at the end?
Well, they had to try to throw you off. You know what I mean? It just they did that bit for like 30 seconds.
You know what?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
get
that's a
that,
good
but
point though. Ed. If they would have added a lot more of the V sector into this, because I had a lot of questions about it. I understand that it's like secret, you know, the secret department there. But like, yeah, you're already going into enemy is us versus them. UK, rest of Europe versus Nazis, and that's what it is. But we don't know what the whole V sector thing was. Yeah, you're right. They could have actually played a little bit more suspense or added a third character in the Who Done It by playing them a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
because honestly, why I liked this movie and why I left the theater going, it's not bad. It's because it was straightforward. I mean, so many times anymore we get the movies where it's like your wife's a spy and you're like, oh my god, she is, and then at the end of the movie, it's actually you, but you're dead, and this is actually purgatory, and like what I mean, like all these weird freaking twists. I like the fact that they call it out in the movie. Your wife's a spy. He doesn't believe it. Eventually, he does, and she is a spy, and this happens. Like it's straightforward, and that's what I liked about it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, you're right. Right to this is where they're pushing you, not pulling you in the direction. They're pushing you, and
Yes.
in that direction, and it was good. Because yeah, exactly. You don't other parts of the movie you need to guess at, but not this part.
Yes. Yes. I don't know. Like that's one of the things that I liked about it. What about the fact that we find out that that okay, I don't know if I like this part, but people that he knows in his daily life are actually German spies along with her. For that, I don't know if I did.
Minor characters.
Yeah, like I didn't care about him. I didn't not one bit.
Well, okay. The reason why that I'm asking is because I'm into a big show right now. Um,
Man in the High Tower.
no, but it's the family one where they're Russian spies in America.
The
The
Americans.
Americans. Yeah.
They're Americans. That's what I kind of wanted this to be in a way. Where it's like, what if she is a spy and she is a spy, but what if he's actually a spy too, as a bad guy spy, and they're both bad and they don't realize, that they're both bad guy spies.
Twist the twist.
Yeah, like I kind of would have liked that more. But again, it's fine. I mean, like he flies to France to get this drunk guy to break into jail with the resistance to get this drunk guy about I was confused on this part. Something about a piano.
The reason why is because in the beginning, the first half of the movie, they talk about the events of what happened of a mission in Paris, where his group was supposed to have been saved or rescued or escorted out, but instead they were left to die instead. And they were supposed to be escorted by, I don't know if it was supposed to be by Marianne or by someone else instead. But either way, a few of the characters, like the one guy who lost half his face, he was a part of that company and he was deserted by Max. I think I'm getting these details right, but either way, there's some
Okay.
people there. And the character Marianne was a new to the group, so she came in and was just like, "Hey, I'm supposed to get you guys out of here," and then takes them all out, and something else happened instead. The reason why there was suspicion is because nobody had met who Marianne was prior to that, so she could have been completely someone different than the contact originally, in which it turns out that she was. And so the guy he rescued in jail was one who knew the old Marianne, who was a part of the introduction group to tell the Secret Service to be like, hey, I know this person on the inside. Her name's Marianne. She's going to help us out. And like, okay, cool. And then
Because
we find out that the original Marianne actually was killed, and the whole reason why Brad Pitt went to go wake up the guy in jail was to be, hey, is this the Marianne? Here's the photo. Is this the Marianne that you know? And obviously, drunk guy probably can't see. Was just like, yeah. And then, oh yeah, she can do this. She can do this. She can do this. And she can also play the piano. And then he's like, wait a second, my wife can't play the piano.
and
So
then he goes back to London and he asks her to play at the pub and she can't.
yeah, she can do everything
Yeah.
else. She can do watercolor paint, yeah, or anything else. And she had blue eyes, but so she fit into the role, but obviously she couldn't play the piano. The one weakness there.
And this is when she admits that she's a spy. Is this earned? I mean, like, would we? I don't know because we keep on trying to get in different universes to where what if this happened or what if she wasn't a spy? But I mean, like, do we like the fact that yep, she's a straight up spy? This is happening, and she's evil.
I think this movie slowly turned from that into another arcing story or the main story, which is a love story. Like that's kind of what it is too. Is that throughout all of this, through this ugly war and these two sides fighting together, they still have this thing that they thought could work, but obviously it didn't.
By the way, how awesome were the scenes, which are historically accurate, when the Germans are bombing London and everybody just went about their day. They just people walked through London. They just went to work, said, "Yeah, we're open. We're just operating here now." And they still had their parties and stuff when the bombing raids would come, they'd go outside and watch it. Like that. No, that's historically accurate. Number one, but number two, I thought it was really cool. It's the first time I've ever seen that in anything other than like old World War II documentaries.
Yeah, no, yeah, I thought it was interesting too. Because don't you wish we did that, right? Oh my God, hey, let's all go out and drink margaritas.
I don't know. That's
No, we go
pretty
find
cool.
our safe space and hide.
The only other movie I can remember off the top of my head that had something. I mean, I'm sure there's many movies that had that, but
Yeah.
Atonement, I think, was another movie
Oh,
like that. Depressing movie,
no, I
but
mean, now wouldn't you think that she would be more afraid of her, her? I guess you would say comrades, but not Russian. But I'm trying to say, like, okay, he knows I'm a spy. I'm a fucking spy. Oh God, I broke the one thing I'm not supposed to do is fall in love with the enemy. They're gonna come kill me.
Well, I mean,
tough.
they just like he basically they're sitting at dinner and she's like trying to show herself off, and he's like he basically says, "Don't you know you don't fuck people in the field. It doesn't happen. You can't do it." And then all of a sudden he's just not stone cold anymore about it. So I mean, the love story doesn't really build. It just sort of is there. They just, after when he's super excited like a little kid when she finally gets her citizenship and everything. But yeah, I mean, you would think that they would have added something in there along the lines of, well, if you do this, like they're gonna know who you are, and they're definitely gonna come after you and your family and her.
Right? That's like rule one as a spy, right? Don't fall in love with the enemy. I mean,
James Bond has taught us anything. You just fuck them.
Yeah.
but you don't fall in love and have a kid.
Well,
Right.
but that was her weakness when she first exposed, or when she first told them, is that she uses real emotions, and it shown. It showed in the first part when they were doing the assassination, and she let her friend live.
Mm-hmm.
You remember
That's true.
So she's not a very good spy then.
she shot the husband, but
It's
she
just-
let her friend live. Well, I mean, that's the rough part, is that she's not completely stone cold. You know, I mean, she uses the emotion because it is the key to being a good spy. But everyone's human, and a mother, is definitely has that hard
Oh,
hurdle too.
and when she gives birth in the middle of an air raid,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
that's a great scene. That's a pretty powerful scene.
Yeah, that's what happened to Gene and I when Riley was born. It was fucking crazy. You know,
In the middle of an air raid.
yeah.
Where were you? Were you in Aleppo or something?
We were in. We were in.
Ohio. That's when the Canadians attacked.
Yeah.
It's,
The Toledo War between Michigan and Toledo and Ohio.
Canada and.
Yeah.
I don't live in Toledo, Ed. Shut up.
You live in a Toledo suburb, you get Toledo news stations, you fucking live in Toledo.
All right, fine. It's like if I say you live in not Pennsylvania, but Philadelphia. You don't live in Philadelphia, Ed.
I live 9 hours away from Philadelphia. You can go to Toledo for lunch if you want.
There you
Okay,
go.
well,
Got you
how far are you
there.
away from how far away are you from Pittsburgh?
Like an hour.
Pretty
Well,
cool
then
city.
fuck off then.
I live in a Pittsburgh market.
Yeah, well, whatever.
We're getting
Fuck
way
you.
off the topic here.
Yeah, fuck you and your Steelers. So
I'm a Browns fan, so
It's not any better.
That's a whole other show.
Oh my
right
god.
There. So is it deserving that she shot herself? Did we want that moment? I didn't really want that. moment.
I expected that. I kind of saw that coming, just because you had this escape coming, and like certain drawbacks to when they first started, when they first were leaving the assassination at the start of the movie, and she looks back and she's like, "Nobody's following us. We're gonna live," and there's that glimmer of hope that they have, but certain things added together. Him putting the gun in the glove box, or the plane not starting, and you're just like, okay, like I can kind of see how this is going, because she's gonna, yeah, be like, well, both of us can't die. We have a daughter.
How bad of a spy is he, by the way, to where he didn't have enough planned to where he wasn't going to have somebody on the inside and starting the plane for him already?
I mean, it was kind of
Like
a spur of the moment thing, though, wasn't it? Didn't he like?
Well, I mean, he sort of knew what was happening. You'd think he'd have a backup plan just in case. You know what I mean? Like if he spent the whole weekend trying to disprove it. So he knew it was coming. He saw everything coming together. Rather than fly to France, don't you think he'd have a buddy who'd be like, "Listen, can you make sure this plane on this day possibly might work at this time?
Mm-hmm.
Like, make sure it's got gas in it."
Yeah.
I agree.
Well,
I 100% agree.
whatever. For the purpose of the movie, though, obviously it couldn't happen that way. It needed to be this tragic ending.
Well, see, that's where my biggest gripe is. Why do we have to have this tragic ending? Like, can't we just have it be, they both beat the bad guy, quote unquote, and they can live their life with their daughter, and then her daughter discovers the truth, and then she kills him. I don't know, something like
No,
that. But
because happily ever after wouldn't work in this movie. If they left, then if they escaped, then they would constantly be hunted. They would always have to keep moving. They would always be hunted.
And technically, the Nazis would have won if they had gotten away. So that's not good.
technically,
Well, they would have won this little smidgen of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can't
because
give
she was
Nazis
working
any
for the
wins.
Nazis. Yeah.
I mean, like you got the sequel, which would be,
Oh, stop it.
them going after Hitler.
Re-allied.
Yeah,
Real. I think that was Fury.
yeah, and then they kill Hitler. It's completely fine.
Got them Nazis. I'm gonna go kill me some Nazis.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Is that when
That was
he turns into Aldo Ray?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, of course, and then, of course, the movie ends, on a, oh, no, like, Anna, the daughter, is reading the note that, that she wrote about how her mom wrote about how she was actually a spy and she would hope her daughter would read it one day. I'm like, really? You would know that? It's like, I'll never write a daughter one day and said, hey, just so you know, I fucked like 20 bitches, just so you know. Like like, why would you admit that? I don't
Well,
understand why you would.
if you knew that you couldn't raise your daughter anymore, like wouldn't you want to make sure that she knew the truth realistically?
Yeah,
Like, so that's what she was
leaving.
doing. And she was just saying, I didn't leave you because I don't love you. I left you because I love you.
Yeah, but couldn't Brad Pitt say that? Seriously. Who writes a letter? Even back then, I would write a letter. This is my dying wish, and the person would go, okay, and then flush it down the toilet or something, or burn
For
it.
the movie, I think she knew the jig was up.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's like, like, grab her. You're like, your dying wish. Go home and I'm dying, but I'm a spy. I love you. I don't know. Like,
I
I
think
just
it's just they were trying. It was difficult for them. Obviously they didn't want this to happen, and they didn't really reflect a lot on her and what she was going through. If there was any turmoil with her, if she was pressured into doing this, so we couldn't relate it too much to her.
Well,
sure.
they sort of tried to. They tried to because they said that like those people found her, like the nanny and then the dude with the dude with the pipe. Like they found her and they threatened to kill her and the baby and him. So
Which was
they gave you that like she had to do it because they threatened to kill the baby.
Sure.
which
Yeah.
which is fine, but it's just like, whatever. All right. Well, let's get into recommendations because we have some announcements. Ed, do you recommend Allied?
I'll be honest with you, I have to see it again because my theater experience was so awful that like I went out of it hating the experience, therefore disliking the movie. But after I was talking and then rethinking some of the movie, other than the fact that I thought Brad Pitt sucked, I thought it was a good movie. Um, I would recommend it like when it comes on Netflix and you can sit there and watch it more so than I would going back to the theater because you don't want some fat asshole in a Dallas Cowboys hat in the theater that his wife drug him to and made him leave his cell phone at home and he make sure everybody in the fucking theater knew it. But anyway,
Wow.
I would. I'd recommend it. Like stream it. And I don't know about doing that rating system anymore. But I recommend it.
Okay. Eric, do you recommend Allied?
I call this movie an airplane movie. Um,
Oh, another one.
yeah, like it's enjoyable to watch. I did enjoy it. Um, it was story moved along. It needed to get where it needed to go or wanted to go. The characters did a very good job acting. I think it was everything was good. There were a few questions that I had, but all in all, enjoyable. But again, I've seen it once. I have no desire or rush to go see it again. If it's on, yeah, I'll probably leave it on. But yeah, it deserves a watch. Does it deserve any more than that? That's up to you. But I'd say it's worth a watch.
Well, and I'm going to say
3 to 5
I
stars.
will not recommend this. 5 stars.
I say 3 of 5.
It's
Like if it needs to be a rating, it's like it's meh. It's right down the middle.
Yeah. For me, it's definitely a not recommend. This movie's not that really. Okay, you know what? Simple, short, sweet. This movie's vanilla. It's just another Brad Pitt World War II movie. It's a very generic story, which I said earlier, which was fine because I enjoyed it because it's not like, a super mega twist where it's like aliens are actually Nazis or something like that, like these movies nowadays have. But it's very vanilla, and I can see why people didn't have an interest in it and why Bad Santa 2 beat it in the box office. It's just people don't want to see this. I don't know.
I don't think
It just it
anyone's
just
disagreeing
wasn't
with you here.
it just wasn't that great. It was fine. It was just fine. But that concludes our review of Allied. we have an interesting schedule for us of the year, folks.
Before you do
next
that, I just want
episode-
to say real quick, Jordan. Recently, one of my favorite actors of all time. I just want to pay honor to him. Ron Glass passed away. One of my favorite characters in one of my great favorite TV shows of all time, Firefly. People know him probably from like Barney Miller and stuff like that. But he was one of my favorite actors of all time. I just want to say rest in peace to him.
R.I.P.
Oh my God. Okay. How'd he die?
It was just, I mean, he was old, but you're just sort of thinking about it. The reason I wanted to bring it in was he in Firefly. He had one of my favorite sayings of all time, and I can apply it to here. He said, "People." He said it was referring to somebody else. You're gonna go to a special level of hell, one they reserve for child molesters and people who talk in the theater, which is where that
Nice.
fucking asshole's gonna go. But rest in peace, Ron Glass.
Fair enough. We do have 3 episodes left of 2016, if you guys can believe it or not. And fans, this is for you. Special announcement here. Our next episode is going to be our 1-year episode. This is going to be fun. I got a lot of plans for it. We will not be reviewing a new movie, really. We're going to talk about all the movies we reviewed for the year. What was our best episodes that we enjoyed? What was our least favorite episodes we enjoyed? Best movies, worst movies. And for the first time, we are recording it live together. So that's going to be really fun because if you don't know by now, I'm in Ohio, Eric's in Michigan, and Ed's in Pennsylvania. So we're all going to be joining at my house to be doing our episode live, which I'm excited.
Margaritas.
Rust Belt representing here, huh, boys?
Right? After our 1-year special episode, we got to go back to where we first started. And we're going to be reviewing Star Wars Rogue One, which I'm going opening day. Oh, God.
I think
can't
we all
wait.
are.
Yeah.
And after Rogue One, we're going to end 2016, which we were confused. And I wanted to let you, the fans, know this. We were confused. It was either Assassin's Creed or Passengers, and it looks like Passengers won. It looks like we're going to be doing that instead of Assassin's Creed.
It's got 2 very hot people in that movie. 3 if you count
And I'm
Michael
excited I mean, I'm excited as hell for Passengers, more than Assassin's Creed. So we're going to be ending the year with Passengers, but I'm excited for that one. If you haven't got a chance to check out the new revamped site, check out movieguyspodcast.com. It has been updated, and it looks beautiful,
Looks awesome.
and it's very cool. So, yeah, check that out. And also, too, we will be doing it in 2017 with our first review, but we're going to create a new rating system that makes more sense, I think. A more concrete instead of recommend.
Let's do it.
So we're going to be talking that as well. But other than that, Eric and Ed, do you guys know the first movie that we are reviewing in 2017? And then I'll end the show on that note.
No.
Do you guys want me to? Do you guys want me to destroy your 2017 year already?
Oh God.
How about this? I will name the first 2 that we're seeing in January.
Is
We are
it-
reviewing
Go ahead.
Underworld Blood Wars
Oh, Jesus.
and Triple X Return of Xander
Oh,
Cage.
Jesus.
So there's really nothing coming out in the next 2 months.
No, and at the end of January, Resident Evil Final Chapter.
Holy shit, man.
God, there needs to be we need to. I call it now. We need to have all our fans call out there in Hollywood. Every single day. Have at least one movie a month come out that we can actually go and watch. Please.
Hey guys, you know what? February, March looks good. I mean, like in February, we got Rings, we got the Lego Batman movie we're going to be reviewing.
Oh, I'll tear that one fucking apart, dude. Oh my God, I'm gonna tear that one apart.
Everything is
People
awesome.
who thinks that Lego Movie was a good movie and then it got shunned in the Oscars. No, man, like that movie did not. Who? Go ahead.
Jesus Christ! I think
People talking up that movie like it's the next best fucking Finding Nemo. Just like you. Oh, that movie. Oh, goddamn, that movie. I hated that movie.
And of course,
Everything is
in March,
awesome.
I hated that movie. God damn, it was.
You know what also is awesome?
What's
In
that?
March, we got 2, but of course, everything is pending to change. But in March, we got Beauty and the Beast and Power Rangers.
All right.
I'm pretty
slowly-
pumped for both of those.
Slowly getting back into it, so we'll see how.
And then in May we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
All right, we're getting way ahead of ourselves though.
Yeah.
I know, so we got tons of movies. Anyway, I went on because I already have 2017
Wonder
done.
Woman.
I'm that much of a I'm ridiculous. But yes, we're starting 2017 with Underworld, Blood Wars. So good luck with that one. So, again, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Make sure to check us out at movieguyspodcast.com. If you want to search for us, go to iTunes, type Movie Guys Podcast, or check out Be Real Network, BREEL. God, I had
There
a
it
gasp.
is.
But check out BREEL network.com. You can check out this show and many others, such as Podcast, Underground Hot Pot, Hey, I Like That Game, Basement Condition, and For a Distraction, and many more. So make sure to check those out as well at BeRealNetwork.com. But Eric and Ed, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, guys.
See ya.
Have a good night.